to this completely unbiased and wildly chaotic video featuring Grand Theft Auto 5. The following content may include reckless driving, criminal behavior, bad decisions, loud explosions, and the destruction of digital property. During these videos, I may also talk about pop culture, internet nonsense, celebrities, movies, games, and people in the chat. Any jokes, sarcasms, exaggerations, or insults directed at public figures, fictional characters, corporations, trends, or anything else are clearly comedic commentary and opinion, and are not statements of fact nor representations of my real-life views or beliefs. This video is purely entertainment. Everything shown happens inside of a video game where the laws of physics, morality, and traffic safety are optional. No real crimes were committed in the making of this video. No real people were harmed. No real allegations are being made about anyone living or dead. In fact, if it sounds ridiculous, guess what? You guessed it. It probably is. If you are easily offended, allergic to sarcasm, or have a hard time placing your personal biases aside, feel free to leave now. I'm just being unbiased, y'all. Viewer and listener discretion is advised.
All right. I'll be the first one to say it. These social constructs are destroying our society. Yeah, I said it. It's frustrating because I'm realizing that the boxes and your incessant need as a society, yes, I'm talking to you people in the West, your incessant need to label things is creating a level of social anxiety that we may never be able to overcome. It's frustrating, yo. If you don't know what a social construct is, let me try to make it plain for you, just so you can kind of get a clear understanding of what I'm talking about, so we can have a central definition. A social construct is an idea, concept, or category created and accepted by society rather than existing inherently in nature. So, for example, money would be a social construct. Gender roles, yes, gender roles would be a social construct. Time is a social construct. Why do we need certain constructs? So we can all have a central understanding, just like definitions on words are social constructs. It's just so we all as a society have a landing point, a meeting point. Like, just for example, if you're at a theme park or someplace with your family and somebody get lost, we all try to find them by having a central meeting place. That way, if anybody get lost, you know where to go, so we can have some form of guidance on how to resolve these things in case concerns or definitions in the future may confuse others. So, now that we have an understanding of what a social construct is, let me be the first to tell you, I am a big fan of having clarity. So I'm not one of them people that's going to be like, oh man, like you can't tell these people what to do and what to think. No, I need clear definitions on things. So when I talk about social constructs destroying our society, I'm talking about the level of unnatural ways of doing things are causing us to deteriorate as human beings. Social constructs are not natural. For example, a lot of people are now getting hip to the idea of quote unquote marriage being just a piece of paper. Y'all have whittled down a covenant between a man and his woman to a piece of paper. And why do they feel so confident and bold and puff their chest out when they say it? Because of the social constructs and contracts that we unconsciously make with each other. Marriage is way much more than a piece of paper. Even when we talk about citizenship out here in America right now. Your patriotism or love for your country is way more than a piece of paper. It's way more than a test that lets us know whether or not you know when our country was founded. Your love for this country is very important. But you have to understand something very, very clear. When you have something as precious as quote unquote democracy and freedom in the land of liberty, you need to guard it and safekeep it. So there's certain things as a society we do need to agree upon. But when you base it on intangible things, that's when it gets diluted. Race and ethnicity are social constructs. Yes, we all have physical differences. Yes, there'll be things in life that we may not agree upon. Yes, there's so many other things that we can identify with on this planet than just race and ethnicity. But so many people identify with it first because it's what they see when they look in the mirror. But when your race, and especially the definition of your race, is rooted in ignorance, you got to come up off of that. So when you, a melanated person, which is all of us, call yourself black or white, when you're really all just shades of wheat, it's ignorant and disingenuous to what the Creator has for you. Not only are you more than where you come from, you're more than how they perceive you. So these identity markers, whether you're adult, whether you're disabled, whether you're long, whether you're short, whether you're fat, whether you're skinny, all these identity markers that you're willingly choosing to play along with, they're the reason why you're depressed. They're the reason why you have anxiety. They're the reason why you don't like what you see in the mirror, because they're not natural. Labels are not natural. And when you focus on the label, you don't get the chance to truly judge the content. So let's get back to what's natural. Let's get back to the intangible things that make us human beings. Let's get back to understanding the real consequences of our actions. Not just the physical consequences, because yes, they are truly easier to deal with, especially if you're one of those people that need to see it in order for you to do it or believe it. But let's get back to understanding the real consequences spiritually and societally. When we choose to go along just to get along, when we accept concepts and ideas that aren't inherently natural, we're causing the children to grow up in a society where they really don't stand a chance. I'm mad at myself. I too grew up in this programming. So I'm not above it. I'm in it with y'all. I'm just trying to be unbiased throughout it. And that's my construct, not society's construct. That's my idea. That's my concept. That's the category that I've created. And that's what I want to be accepted by in society. Hell, it's not easy to be unbiased in this society because people love their biases. They love their echo chambers. They love their constructs, especially when their construct allows them to have this hive mind and this groupthink mentality. It's safer there when other people are saying me too. But when you realize that the Lord does not operate in division or confusion, the Lord is righteous through and through, that's when you start really appreciating what it means to be unbiased. That's when you start really understanding, damn, man, I have not been looking at this from my own true lens. Somebody put rose-colored glasses on me, fam. I'm living in somebody else's dream. Don't be an NPC all your life. I'm going to get back on this one later.